Oh, now it's showing. Okay, I guess it was the weird little issue with this. Okay, so now we're actually cleared. Now we're actually streaming again. Um, all right, I'm gonna try and keep this short, folks, because I have no idea when the computer is gonna crap out again, and that's something that I'm kind of disappointed. I have to say, by the way, the reason why we haven't gotten around to finally getting the computer replaced is because the money that we did have in order to do so ended up at the beginning of last month going into our new rent increase. So our rent's gone up dramatically, and the money that we had set aside to try to get a new computer was thrown into that. So go friggin' figure. That's how we got suckered out. Sorry, guys.
It's okay, man. Our audience will understand. Let's just go ahead and get back to it.
Yeah. So TLDR, like this one weird little loser trying to make fun of me for being a fat Latino guy. Please, that kind of shit doesn't get to me. What I was saying earlier here when I thought we were live again was that the only person in the world to actually get me to actually feel any harm from words was this person up here, and no one's matched him since. So so they're gonna have to try harder than that, because making fun of the fact that I'm a heavy dude, making fun of the fact that I'm Hispanic, making fun of the fact that I'm a nerd and that I'm polyamorous and that I'm also running for public office and I'm a complete rookie at that stuff, trying to say, oh, you got no chance, you're a loser, you're nothing but like, please. That's grade school shit. Considering that my shit actually happened while I was in grade school, it's a funny irony in the turn of phrase, but that's not what's important. What's important is we've got there's people who are always going to be assholes. We've got people who are always going to be bullies, who are always going to be self-deprecating losers who like put other people down in order to make themselves feel better. And that's the kind of bullshit that I don't fall for, that I don't fly with, and I don't appreciate people who try to put others down over immutable characteristics such as being a particular race, or being a particular gender, or a gender identity, or being someone who's of a particular faith, or someone who's freaking nationality. I don't that shit. There's always going to be assholes who try to put others down for those traits, but those assholes are few and far apart, and they can't beat all of us. So they can keep trying. They're just going to be bashing their heads in, and they're going to be having a field day with that. Yo, shit, Ulysses. God dang it, Ulysses Fart Knocker dropped a $20 super chat. Holy
Oh,
shit.
thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for that, Ulysses. Said it ain't much, but I hope it helps with the new PC funds. Here's hoping, because I haven't been working myself to the bone with these holiday hours for us to not have something saved in the future here. But thank you, Ulysses. We appreciate that. And yeah, I'll go ahead and get us wrapped up here in a little bit. Dragonfang Zayana, y'all know a little bit more when it comes to the community. Y'all too know a little better of how people react to trash like that. That one racist broad and the nasty motherfuckers on Instagram and Facebook who keep denigrating this poor girl. Like, I can only imagine if you've been hearing from others about this story and how they've been reacting. Because I know y'all don't just hang around with any Joe Schmoes. You got people. You guys have cosplayer friends who's actually got some fucking class. You know, y'all got some actual fucking conscience with them. You know.
Yeah, none of our like there's only a few cosplay friends that we have who actually knew Squid Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like from what I've seen, I haven't seen anyone say shit about them negatively.
No.
And I mean, I like to think that all of our friends, are not.
Are good people.
Yeah, and they don't like, oh look, a poor schmuck just killed themselves. And yeah, no, fuck that.
They would have
You
been torn
know,
apart.
mental health is very important, and yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
it is really sad. Like I don't think that Squid Kid didn't have like a support system, but I think it's just it became too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, especially the more famous you get, then the
Yep.
more people are gonna start heckling you,
Talking behind your back.
and also trying to become friends with you just to use you to have a stepping stool.
Use you for, fame
Mm,
or favors. Yep.
and yeah, so I think there's just a lot more going on behind the scenes
That we just don't
that
know about.
it just made the cup tip over, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get
Depression
you.
sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Depression is real.
Depression is an asshole. It turns your own
Yes, it
mind
is.
into the worst
I would like
asshole
to
you'll ever
punch.
know.
I would like to punch depression in the face over and over and over. Metaphorical face.
Yeah.
She's violent.
Metaphorical faces are fun to want to punch.
Just use it as a punching bag.
Yeah, for real.
Make you feel better.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves wrapped up. Ladies, I don't know if y'all have any final words you'd like to add tonight or anything more you'd like to
That was it.
bring to this up.
Yeah.
All right. No worries. Jose, how about yourself? Any last words you'd like to add here tonight? And of course, you can let us know if we have something to look forward to tomorrow night on Wrestle Rewind.
This whole situation, this whole thing, this tragedy is fucking awful. It's too bad because we'll never know what she wanted to be when she was older. Like we'll never know what we'll never know what they wanted to be when they were older. We'll never know what dreams they wanted to accomplish or what they wanted to do in life. We'll never know that because we as a society in the cosplay community all decided to be freaking racist, toxic assholes.
No, it's that we decided to not shame them, Jose.
Yeah, we decided. Yeah, we decided to not.
Yeah, like we've got a lot of very, very good, kind-hearted people in the cosplay community.
But there's also a number of people who are not that good,
and who haven't been dealt with in some way or another, at least by fucking shaming them out of the fucking community. I mean, we've done it before.
I know, Juancho. Sorry, I'm a little. I don't like it. I don't like this, and my God, they're not even a full like adult yet, and this fucking happened, man. Jesus, it's really fucking bad, and I really and my heart goes out to their family and friends. They're obviously grieving very hard, like very hard. Like I know this article is dated in November, but it still hurts. It still fucking hurts, and I can only hope that not only for the cosplayer, but also I hope that their family and friends can like find some form of closure in the future. I don't think that's going to happen, but man, sorry, I don't have much to offer. I'm sad, I'm disappointed, and I'm also fucking annoyed because but the racism is a big element in this. And like I said, this is something that we have tackled since day one on this channel.
And to think we've been at this for fucking almost 13 years straight. And this is the same shit. And it hasn't gotten any better. And it hasn't fucking improved in any way. It hasn't fucking, like, we haven't fucking come up with a way to, or with those, some kind of fucking resolution within our own fucking community on it. Like, what the fuck? Are we all just like fucking painted on the fucking wall, useless as an asshole in an elbow? What the fuck? Like, we can
Yeah.
fucking come to some kind of fucking consensus, man. What the fuck, man?
There's still room to learn from this. I hope. And I know I'm hoping too much, but there is room for learning. Like, and I hope that for those of us who are watching, for those who are watching, that they can learn from this.
Here's hoping.
Now, for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube's Big Kick, join me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Rouse,
Don't touch me.
as we review three of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Along with our weekly reviews this week, we're also going to be reviewing the main event of this year's WWE Survivor Series in San Diego, California, which is headlined by the men's War Games match, Team CM Punk versus Team Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
And we'll have plenty to discuss tomorrow night. Juan, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Joe. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys over here, and I'll wrap us up so y'all don't have to worry. I said enough about... I've shared enough of what I've gone through as a kid. The rest is my own business. But those of you who know me personally, as in, like, not just knowing me from the Ravens flock or knowing me from conventions or my campaign or anything like that, the ones in my life, you guys know the details. You guys know what actually drove me to that point. And I'm thankful for every one of you. Like, there's going to be levels of privacy, and so I understand not everyone can be open about their mental health. Not everyone can be as forthcoming with their with this kind of vulnerability. My figuring is I have to show folks that this is a legitimate fucking problem, and this is something that hits close to home for me, specifically. And I can only imagine how their family, how Ash's family must be feeling going through all this. Not being able to find a resolution, really. Because, like, with this kind of problem, like, the people being assholes on the internet, you know, and being fucking racist ass bullies, like, what can really be done with them for there to be any sort of consequence, for there to be any sort of equilibrium of outcome? You know, people want, when this kind of situation, if there's someone who took someone else's life, then that's a murder, and then we can look for the person who did it, and we can go through a trial, and the person can be sentenced, and sometimes, depending on the gravity of it, they might even get that as well. And so, like, the families of the victims in those instances can find some sort of respite or find some sort of closure in the capture of the person responsible and bringing that person to justice. But that's not something that can be easily done when it comes to suicide. That's not something that can be easily done, even with the bullying factor being involved. It's not easy because of how convoluted it can get. There's like laws for like online bullying and all this stuff, and there's so many different bits of fucking like red tape and loopholes and freaking like yes-anding that can be done to argue it all away. Like, oh, it's just the internet. You need to grow a thicker spine. If you can't handle that stuff, then you shouldn't be online. La 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 la. Like, no, motherfucker, you need to get better fucking morals. You need to get a better fucking sense. You need to get a better fucking sense of how to behave and how to treat people. Trying to fucking put your shortcomings off on someone else? Fuck you. Miss me with that bull crap. No, miss me with that. Do the people who bullied Squid Kid to this point need to be identified and held to account? I believe so, personally. I'm not fond of angry mobs, but at the same time, I'm also not fond of people acting with zero accountability. If I do something absolutely abhorrent, if I do something absolutely fucking terrible, I expect those around me to call me out on my bullshit. I expect those around me to care about me enough to try and tell me when I'm doing something wrong. Do I believe that the people who cyberbullied her, do they need to be like arrested or imprisoned or executed or exiled or drawn and quartered or whatever? That I can't measure. That I cannot put a scale for, because of how much of that can be the outside influence, how much of that can be our own inner demons, how much of it is a confluence of the two, and in what proportions. You know, we can't answer those kind of questions easily. And anyone who's tries to freaking tell you that they can't answer that easily, they're full of shit and they're trying to sell you something. Because it's a matters of the heart and matters of the mind. Those are some of the things that can't be measured on a scale. They can't be calculated in a logical fashion. So that's something that we as people still need to grapple with. However this ends up turning out is anyone's guess. But I'll tell you one thing for certain over here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stick around for as long as I can. And I'm going to continue doing what I do best, not just here on this channel, but hopefully as a member of Congress and hopefully continuing in my life. And that is holding the people in power accountable and calling them out on their bullshit and challenging them to their face. Because I have zero fucks to give to anyone who tries to elevate themselves by putting other people down. Whether it's emotionally or socially or financially or in a geopolitical way or in a way of like popularity and clout. Nah, motherfucker. You raise yourself up by raising others up, and they will raise you. Kindness begets kindness. Cruelty begets cruelty. It's that easy. It's that simple. You don't want people to be cruel to you, don't be cruel to others. And yeah, we know that it's not easy when it comes to like someone like who really isn't like who doesn't have a fucking cruel bone in their body and still gets bullied and shit. But like, never fucking stoop to their level. Don't let them fucking don't let them fucking take your shine. Don't let them fucking take away your smile because of their short-sightedness, because of their own personal beef with themselves. Don't let them take that away from you. Please don't let them ever take it away from you. And anyway, that's our show over here, folks. Thank you very much for joining tonight, and I want to thank you all and invite you to check us out over here. If there's ever going to be any other stories that delve in the darker sides of nerd and geek culture, you better believe that we'll cover it right here on this program, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Kick.com/The Ravens Flock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle, Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabona, Angel Mendes, Dragon Fan, Cosplay, Zianos, Cosplay, Case, or Cosplay, I am Juan Arouse. This has been the Black Files, and